Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition. Hey, 22 veterans a day in this country take their own lives. We bring it up every video, vets, because we want you to know you have a place here. You fought for us. All I can do for you is raise awareness. Let us do that. We back to blue here. Scab, how do you do that? Well, we don't break the damn law. And finally, if you're an addict, never quit quitting. Well, as you can see, we're out here in the jungle. And today, we've got the Granddaddy from Southern Grind Knives. Now, again, I've got to thank DJ Horn for sending this to me. It's awesome. It's about an 1/8 inch thick. Aerial Scab looking lean there. Not really sure what he's doing. Hitting a hated vine. Now, the one thing about this, they describe it as a machete. It's cut out of a saw blade. Now, we're going to get into the specs of it here in a few moments. We'll just do some cutting right here. As far as being in Florida, this thing is perfect. It's a little handheld, which all machetes are, I get it, but just a quick, short blade, keep something on you. It's sharp as all get out. Cuts through these vines really well. It took on some palmettos, just devastated them. Aerial Scab, just swinging for the downs. Had to get used to it. Now, I've carried it for the past couple days, but today was like the first real chance I've had to use it. It's tough. It's got G10 handles. The blade, like I said, is cut out of a saw blade, and it's differentially heat treated so that the spine's a little softer. Now, we're going to make quick work of this. I think coming up here, now you never know with old Scab, but I think we're going to take a break in the cutting and just take a look at the knife so we can go over a few things. But you never know. Again, see how it just clears that? This thing's made to me like for Florida, for some underbrush, things like that. And here's some briars and different stuff. Now, my dear tree-hugging friends, we didn't cut any trees down. We did clear some stuff. The owners of the property asked that we'd clean some of this away from the road, or that I would. And since I've got nothing else to do, I thought, well, yeah, be glad to. There we go. A couple good swings. Now, it's very light. It's got a drop-in sheath, which I like, which Kydex. It's quick, it's fast, you can swing it hard. Now, just trying to get used to it a little bit, you'd have to, a chopper's going to be a little heavier. This thing is, I'd say I'd quantify more as a slasher for light. It can do heavy tasks, some heavy cutting, things like that. But again, Florida atmosphere is really what it's made for. It just cuts through everything, and what we did basically here is just some woodwork, or in the woods, cutting shrubs, things like that, and moving forward. The guys at Southern Grind put this thing. Now, one thing DJ did say is they'll take a saw blade and they cut a bunch of these things out, and then they sell the cutouts for art, which I thought was really cool. Okay, now, see where I'm pointing there? That's where you can tell it was differentially heat treated. Now, I know it's looking rough. That y'all just see me out in the damn swamp. So we'll clean it up before it ever gets put up. I'll probably carry it for the next couple days. You see that tip? I love the tip. It's good for penetration. But again, and check out the edge bevel there. Looking good. Now, you can see that heat treat line all the way through it. It's got a sharpening choil at the bottom. G10 handles. Full tang construction. Fits really, really good in hand. See how? I'm not even gripped all the way to the top. Plenty of space for my hand. Now, Rodney Shelton, they call him the old man. Rodney Shelton's the designer. It's made out of 8670 high carbon, and like I said, it's got G10 handles, which I like me some grippy G10. Now, we're just cutting through here some palmetto work, and we're moving forward. Now, it was in the 70s, I think, today, something like that. So as we get out here now, old Scab's got to be mindful of several things. One, it's getting a little warmer, so we got to drink more water, which you should anyway. Two, the old moccasins and rattlesnakes start moving. Now, they never quit moving in Florida. I know from where you're from that, they hibernate. Well, then you ain't from Florida, because snakes don't hibernate here, son. They'll crawl under a log something if it's cold, or crawl out on the road where it's hot. But they stay. Now, they don't move as fast. And, Scab's got them cat-like El Gato moves, so they don't want to tie up with me anyway. But We just have to be mindful of the snakes and the spiders, ticks, things like that. Now, again, I did a couple different, I think we cut up a couple palmettos. Now, here's just a quick sharpness test. I did a couple palmetto things because they're stringy. They do beat your blade up a little bit. They're a little harsher on the blade. You hit them the right angle now, just like anything else, it'll go straight through. But we wanted to show you some different stuff. And again, enjoyed being out in the woods today. Look at that, straight through it. Like it ain't air, son. Now, would I carry this a lot? Yeah. And you guys will probably see it. I love my choppers, but I also love slashers. Planted it right there. That's one of them hated vines. Now, it did a good job. Okay, here's a good example of some taller palmettos. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what it's got. See how it just glides right through there? That's where a thinner, faster blade with the correct sharpening angle on it makes such a big difference. Didn't even break a sweat out there, son. Just getting it done. Cutting all kind of stuff. Also, I'm being mindful for wasps and yellow jackets after they tore my ass up a couple months ago. Oh, Scab, don't forget that kind of thing, son. Now, I got us 2 punji sticks here that we're going to work with now. Again, one thing I like to do, and y'all notice this, is when I'm out there, now, y'all notice, and I think I should pat myself on the back, where I'm holding it where you can actually see me using it. You know, every now and then, old Scab will hold it down there around his knees where you don't know what the hell's going on. But today I did a better job, actually lowered the camera angle, and here we go. There we go. I think I hit a car as it went by, but that's okay. They don't really think nothing about it. So, we got another one. I like chopping some and then doing some slashing and then doing some slicing. Let's just see how the blade holds up. You say, Scab, you ain't really done nothing. No, that's not true. I've chopped a bunch of stuff. And I'll tell y'all, I've had some machetes out there that after this little bit of testing, the blade's all jacked up. I'm not going to name the name or the maker or anything like that, Gerber, but it just, you know, these conditions will beat a blade up. And you got to be careful. Now, I got another one of the same brand that I tore up that held up through everything. But I like moving it around. Now, let me say this again. We did a little more testing here. Again, I don't try to go do some deep dive, camping out, 40-day test. As we go, as we grow, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, and, you know, this thing can take over, and I can devote more time to it, I'll be glad to carry one for a month and then report on it. But as of now, I just want to give you some quick basics, let you see what you think. Okay, I'm looking good there with sunglasses on. There we go. Now you can tell when I get aggravated too. Alright, so this is an old, I don't know, guys. I think this is an old piece of little just hickory branch out there. But it was able to feather stick. That's what I'm saying. This wouldn't make a bad camp knife. I don't know about northern conditions. I don't know if you need something a little heavier, because I ain't from north and I ain't going to be up there. I mean, we visit Detroit once a year, and that's plenty for old Scabber. And they don't have any palmettos. So, where we're at, this is perfect for me. I can't say enough, guys, good about Southern Grind. I really can't. They stepped up, and just, that goes big with me. Y'all know how I am about certain things. Just like this morning, listen, I said what I said about the shredder because I meant it. And that's what being a brother in the blade is. We're here for each other, and it don't matter who you are. If you need us, we're there. That's what we do. That's what it's about. It's about building community. Not everybody's going to want to be a part, and they don't have to be. But, like I said a million times, there's a punji stick. Maybe a kid will fit in that and play with it, you know? Thank you, Scab. Appreciate it. You did a jam-up job, son. Like George Clooney there. Oh, yeah, looking good. Taking you look in the mirror. Back to it. All right. Like I said, all the brothers in the blade and Becky Styles and everybody that's in it, we got to stand together. Now, the Donnie, you cannot have a video without the Donnie Be All Day drop test. Now, y'all see how I got my little black socks on there? I probably need to do some laundry tomorrow. Did pretty good right here. Yeah, just showing it's balanced. It really is. I was trying to hit a hole there in the thing. I don't think I ever did. Now, we backed up. It's light. It's light. It's fast. Got a good tip on it. But just like we talked about safety, you got to, I don't care how long you've been doing it. I don't give a damn who you are. You got to pay attention to what you're doing now. Right here, it's stuck and fell out. All right. Now, when it does that, I get a little aggravated. Not paying attention. Look here. Look here. If I wouldn't have had them cat-like reflexes, the sun probably cut my foot off. Now, here's the deal. This is where I should have stopped, took a breath, but I didn't. There we go. This is what I'm telling you. And guys, especially me younger guys, if you do something, you're a little frustrated, sit back, take a breath. Don't do like old Uncle Scab and just keep bulling through it. Take your time. You can get hurt doing whatever. All right? Well, listen, we coming on down to it, guys. I love y'all. God bless y'all. Thank you, Southern Grind. I'm Scab. You're not. And everything's going to be all right.